We have risen from the ashes to school the masses. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Scholars of Wrestling Show, episode 455. I'm your man behind the microphone, Scholar Jeff, your reigning and not quite defending yet Scholars of Wrestling Party Champion. Joining us this week, as always, is the current reigning and defending Scholars of Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, the OG Undisputed Scholar himself, Scholar Tarek. Scholar Tarek, are you defending that belt, sir?
I don't know. Am I defending the Scholars of Wrestling Championship? Am I gonna defend it in an all out like overall battle royale? Am I just defending it against Scholar Jeff so he can possibly take the title to WrestleMania? Possibly take both titles to WrestleMania. Maybe I'll just do a triple threat for the people who showed up on this episode of Scholars of Wrestling. Maybe I'll just wait till WrestleMania. Maybe I'll wait till AEW Revolution to defend the title. There's so many possibilities. But the
But are you
answer
going to?
is
Yes.
no, I'm waiting till
Oh.
WrestleMania.
Nice. Oh well.
Mo-
uh,
Moving away from the smarmy snarkies over here, we've got also joining us this week. He is the coach of the Scholars of Wrestling show. He is the Hefe Dome Fight Club champion, which is only tangentially related to this show, but he is still Scholar Jeremy. Scholar Jeremy, did you just want to carry around a pretty belt too tonight?
I want to be part of the cool kids. Come on. I got the new friggin' Drew McIntyre shirt. I think the belt goes along with it pretty well.
it
So,
works.
but
Purple works for you,
I'm
sir.
gonna thank
This would
you.
be an episode of Champions.
There you go.
I'll take
But yeah,
it.
I'm looking
I'll
forward
take it.
to Elimination Chamber. It looks like a decent card, and I've ever since it came out in what was it, 2002? I think with 2004. I forget
I
when the
think
first chamber
so.
was. Ever
Yeah,
since then, just
it's
love
like
this event.
2002 to something like that in Madison Square Garden. I would know. I was there.
There
Some
you go.
tells me 2001, but I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, I think you're wrong. It
Yeah,
I think I just looked it up just recently. Yeah, I think it is 2002. I have to admit, there was a just recently I went on a nostalgia trip when I look back and I think of, okay, all those Monday Night Raws, all those WWE pay-per-views I went to when I was a kid with my dad. When were they? And yeah, I think I looked up the 2002 Survivor Series. Yeah, that was the debut of not only the first ever Elimination Chamber match, but it was also the end of Brock Lesnar's Universal title reign. And it was the WWE debut of one Scott Steiner. And it was
holla.
super hype.
Survivor Series, the event of debuts, apparently.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
that was a great
2002. So it was 2002. There we go.
one hell of a show, I'll tell you what.
Damn straight.
And you know what? We've got what could very well be the biggest Elimination Chamber show ever, really, filling out that big old arena in Perth, Australia. So there's a lot to get into, a lot to discuss, a lot to speculate on. So let's just dive right into it. This is WWE Elimination Chamber 2024 in Perth, Australia, kicking things off with a world tag team title match. We've got the Judgment Day defending against Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. Uh, Kicking things off, we have the big decision of the world champion. Will you exercise your champion's advantage to pick pick first, or will you defer to the top of the order, or the next person down, which is in this case me? What will you
I
do?
I'm gonna make my choice because as we kind of stated before we started recording this episode, this is gonna be a most likely straightforward prediction show. So either you going first or I'm going first, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to pick Judgment Day to successfully retain the tag team championships because I personally feel that they're saving their WrestleMania tag team championship against Awesome Truth.
You know what? That would make a heck of a lot of sense. given how it's not that I didn't expect that R-Truth was going to be on a hot streak. I don't think I really expected him to get the at this, especially in this stage of his career, to get such strong reactions from the crowd and so consistently too. Like, oh yeah, now this is getting me thinking. Like, I'm not surprised that this is the match that they're going for, but at the time, it's going to be a question of whether or not he wins it. But that's a question for another time. As far as tonight goes, yeah, I don't think it's any big shock that the Judgment Day are most likely going to retain here, but I don't think that's going to be the real thing here. I think the real thing is going to be really showing off what Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate can do in a big match like this, and it's really going to take them both up to the next level. And I think we're going to see a new level of brutality from Pete Dunne and all new stuff that the regular non NXT crowd is going to see from Tyler Bate. I think we're going to see something very special. With that, Jay, do we have indeed have a consensus?
Yes, we do. Like you said, I wasn't really interested in this match, but thinking about like Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate teaming up, oh, forget it. We got some Smash Mouth style coming our way. And it's gonna be a decent match, but still Judgment Day is gonna take the win again because it's not time for them to lose the titles just yet.
Before we move on to the next match, I have a Scholar's Quick Talk to ask you two gentlemen.
No.
Oh.
Is my question even a yes or no? Okay. Uh, I
I'm
guess it is.
surprised I
Yes,
delayed you by that much. I'm just messing with you.
actually, yes,
Continue.
it is a yes or no question in the long run. Um, with WWE now really working hard on building up a new tag team division, would you do you think we're leading now to a point where they're gonna break up the tag team championships to have one exclusively to Raw or exclusively to SmackDown? Or do you just simply see them unifying it and still continuing the jumping ship show? I guess it's a mixture of a yes or no question, but it's also like, well, also, do you see them just not doing that? Not a simple, no, they're going to keep the tag titles together and they're just going to have the tag champions just jump ship, jump shows back and forth.
I will say this. What do I think they're going to do? I think they're going to eventually split the tag belts, especially if there have been all these different signings and it seems like they're taking almost like a more of a sports related methodology to this kind of thing. I do see them eventually splitting the tag titles again. However, I say that with the added little nugget that I don't want them to do that. I'd much rather see them continue on with this tradition of altering titles, of like unifying a title under one banner. Like we've seen this especially with Roman Reigns of all people, where yeah, he was carrying around a bunch of belts, but now he's just carrying around just one belt physically. And even occasionally, I keep hearing him refer to that. Someone keeps referring to that belt as just the WWE Championship, keeping it simple. So I'm hoping they do something similar with that, where they just maybe get new belts and they're just, instead of like people carrying around four belts, it's just like, okay, regular tag belts
Mhm.
and just they can go from show to show. I really liked it when they did that in the past. I'm hoping they're going to do it again, but I've got this creeping thought that yeah, they're probably going to split the titles and just have tag titles on each show.
Okay.
Jay, what
Jay?
do you
I
think?
I'm in the same boat. Like I like I like the brand split, but the problem with the brand split slash title split is that you have like it's always never been like okay, the tag team titles are equal. It's always Raw and SmackDown. Always Raw is the top tag title. SmackDown gets shafted or back and forth, and the other team always gets like put on the back burner. They're never like the big prestige team. I would definitely agree with keeping the titles unified, and I would say if anything, at Mania, give them the new belts. Have that be the big highlight for the tag team championship. Have like Awesome Truth say they beat the Judgment Day, and it's like, okay, you guys have taken us. We'll take the 4 belts. Here's the 2 new ones. But like, it sounds like they could be splitting them up down the line. But I say just keep it one because I just feel not that I feel bad, but just when you have, it's always they've always done it that one team is like a higher caliber than the other, and I just feel like if you're gonna split the belts, you got to make both teams like the top dogs in the yard.
That's a fair assessment. I mean, it's pretty much what people are saying, including Scholar Jeff in the past with the World Heavyweight Championship. Like, ever since that title has been, I guess, debuted, since it doesn't have the background lineage of the previous world title, Jeff's been trying to trying to book ways to unify it back with the WWE Championship. So,
At this point, it's really, and I know I'm gonna be talking about this again. As much as I really only cared to see them unified. I don't care as long as Cody gets the belt he needs. Just give him the WWE Championship. Have him beat Roman Reigns clean at WrestleMania main event night 2, just so we have that moment of catharsis and we can all move on and we just enjoy wrestling again without wondering what if. After that, plus if what I think is going to happen eventually is going to indeed happen, I can live with it. But we'll save that conversation for another time.
okay.
In the
Cool.
meantime, we do actually have another belt on the line. It is the Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley is defending her title in Perth, Australia against Nia Jax. And I don't even think I need to say anything. The native Australian, the world champion who's super over and everybody likes, is absolutely retaining her title. This is probably the easiest pick out of everything else here on this show. And the real question, the real money is who's going to face her at WrestleMania. And that's going to be the big thing. Really, this is just going to be a solid match. It's going to be what it is. And ultimately, it's all going to result in a victory for Rhea Ripley. Jay, it's your pick up next. Who do you got?
Mommy's gonna get the win. There's no shadow of a doubt that Rhea is not taking that belt to WrestleMania. They would be it would be Vince McMahon level of stupidity to give it to Nia Jax. Love me some Nia Jax, but there's no way in hell she's getting it in uh Rhea Ripley's home country. Not gonna happen.
And Tarek, do we have yet another accord?
We do. I'm also picking Rhea Ripley to successfully defend. I will give give WWE Creative really high respect for what they're doing with Nia Jax. This is honestly the best booking wise she's ever been. I don't recall ever her actually looking so strong. Hopefully she can put on a great match, and hopefully having someone like Rhea Ripley on the opposite end will just show that yeah, she can face anyone and still put on a great match. But yes, mommy for the win.
You know, this didn't even occur to me because I'm just so at least on her last run, I was so used to just absolutely despising everything that Nia Jax was doing. So when she came back, I wasn't really paying too much attention, but now that you mention it, looking back at her matches and her booking, promos, everything, she's been pretty solid. I haven't had anything to complain about at all. Even her recent encounter with her and Becky Lynch, that was surprisingly entertaining. Where was this not if this Naya was roaming around, I don't think I would be complaining in the slightest.
Like there are still some aspects that still need to be polished with her, but overall, yeah, she has shown that that when she's actually willing to put in the work, she can act and keep her I guess coworkers safe.
Mm-hmm.
She can actually put on a pretty decent show, and yeah, she's this is the strongest she's ever been. Just her pretty much destroying everyone in the chamber on the go home show of Raw just proves, yeah, she really is a force to be reckoned with. And while everyone's already like setting their sights for Rhea, Nia is here to be like, oh no, you may be looking past Rhea, which to be fair, so are we. But Nia is showing that, yeah, I'm still a force to be reckoned with, and even if I don't win the title now, I'm going to win the title eventually.
Hmm. Very interesting developments. But now is where we're getting into the titular Elimination Chamber matches themselves. Starting with the women's Elimination Chamber match, we've got in the chamber this year, we've got Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, and Raquel Rodriguez. We're looking at a very strong Elimination Chamber match here for the ladies. But the real question here, starting with you, Jeremy, is who's ultimately going to win the thing?
For once, I'm actually prepared for this, and two, I can kind of see how this is going to go with our group of predictions. But as usual, here comes the wild card. I'm going to go with Bianca Belair for the win. After what happened at Rumble, if they give it to anyone else, this is what the fans want to see. This is what has to be at Mania. The great like strength battle of Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. WWE wrong to give it to anyone else. So I'm going with Bianca Belair.
Very interesting. Tarek, it's your pick up next. Who do you got for this one?
I think very interesting is kind of being light. I'm actually kind of shocked that Jeremy went that direction. I guess it wasn't. I guess the predictions weren't as straightforward as I thought it was going to be. Uh,
Told you the
very,
wild card always shows up.
very good, very good. Um, I'm actually going to go with Becky Lynch because it's they made it perfectly clear from the press conference to even showing some sprinkles throughout the past year that Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley are the money match for WrestleMania. And you say for Bianca, there's no other way. I actually feel that way with did I say Bianca Belair? With you, Jeremy? But yeah, with how you feel with Bianca Belair, I actually feel with Becky Lynch. There's really no one else that can go and make that really big marquee WrestleMania match. I actually think they got other plans for Bianca Belair, uh, from Jade Cargill to Tiffany Stratton, which are now leading towards rumors. But to be fair, I'm kind of like sort of being off about the room about like any real speculation that's coming out of WWE because the whole story going in is that they're throwing false information like to throw off people like Dave Meltzer and all that. I mean, one saying that Jey Uso was going to originally win the Intercontinental Championship. Please, no one believed that. I don't believe that one bit.
I
That is
admit
such a lie.
I was sweating for a moment there, but when like okay, yeah. But the match itself was good, but I admit I was sweating there. Like,
Oh,
okay,
I wasn't.
now that he just hit uh what's his name's Intercontinental title score, like, okay, are they just gonna match it and then he's gonna lose it tonight? What are they gonna really
Hell
do?
no.
Like,
Hell no. I already had it. I already had
never
it saved on
mind.
my already had it saved on my calendar on my phone that the next night, Tuesday, the 20th, was going to be is just officially declared Gunther Day because that's just the day when he's no longer tied with Pedro Morales' combined title reigns. It's now the day when he's over it.
Yep.
620 days. All hail the ring general. I'm actually getting the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion shirt
Nice.
because he's now there is no denying the longest reigning ever Intercontinental Champion, and who is putting on from good matches to great matches. He hasn't had a match that's lower than 3 stars. He is hands down the greatest Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion of all time.
Remember
And I
when
just
this
can't.
discussion was about the women?
Yes, but then it just became about Gunther because all hail the ring general.
Okay, but backpedaling for a moment here. We were talking a moment ago about false false news being leaked out to keep people guessing.
Okay, that's how we got
Yes,
to there. Okay.
I agree that yeah, it's the obvious pick because of the fallout from the press conference incident. The obvious pick that they're leading up to would be Becky Lynch winning the Elimination Chamber. But I would be lying if I didn't have this moment of, is this a red herring? Are they just doing that kind of moment where I think, okay, their money match is going to be Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley, and we're just going to do that? It's
Good
certainly
Christ.
possible. They absolutely have a track record at this point of like sowing misinformation to keep the surprises going. But the real question is, do I think they're doing that right now? And honestly, I think the real answer here is no. I think they're
Ooh.
going to. Sometimes I think the most obvious plan is what you go with. I think they're going to go with Becky Lynch. Like you said, later on for Bianca, they'll probably do either. Most likely, they're probably going to go the obvious route and just go Jade Cargill and just have like a she Hoss fight, and or maybe they'll just do Tiffany Stratton. That's a possibility too. But as far as this very night, this very match, I'm also going to go with Becky Lynch to win this one.
I was convinced you were going to pick Raquel Gonzalez, Raquel Rodriguez
I'll
Why
get
on
out of here
earth
with
would I
that.
ever pick Raquel Rodriguez for any reason whatsoever?
to troll us. It
Oh,
was either that
man.
or it was either
She ain't
that or Liv
Lacey
Morgan.
Evans.
It was either that or Liv Morgan.
Well, Liv Morgan isn't that pick wouldn't be funny at all.
But it would make sense. She does have a history with Rhea.
Yeah, but I don't feel like she, with the sort of blood feud thing that she's going with, I don't think she really requires the title. She can pop up anywhere. She can have a match with anybody. Plus, it looks like there's other people who she can target by WrestleMania time for that.
I'm just glad she's back. I missed her.
I didn't miss her, but
I
I
did.
admit I really enjoy what they're doing with her right now. Like I
Hmm.
feel like maybe it's just like an absence making the heart grow fonder and all that. Or maybe just needing to freshen her up just a bit, give her a bit of an edge. And whatever you want to call it, she got it, and I'm really enjoying her stuff right now, more so than I ever have.
Hmm.
It just in this particular case, I don't think it results in winning an elimination chamber going on in WrestleMania. There's too much other good stuff for her to do. Ugh. But now is a time where we're going to get random with it. Yes,
Love it.
friends, because there's so few picks, but there's so many variables. This also means the return of the random wheel, where every single one of us, both scholars who are present and scholars who are not, will be assigned wrestlers and the numbers that they are of which they will come out at. And for the sake of our prediction sheets, that's going to mean bonus points. So, with that all done and out of the way, the next person in line for this pick is Tarek. So that means you, sir, get the first pick of the wheel. So
Ooh.
this is going to be for who the random competitor is that is going to be on your run sheet. And if they win if they win the match, then hey, you get an extra point. So with that, we will spin the wheel.
Come on, Becky.
Wheel of wrestlers, spin, spin, spin. Tell us the wrestler that really should win. And you got, oh, interesting. You got Bianca Belair.
Interesting. Uh, uh,
I was hoping for double Bianca. Oh well.
now Jeremy will get Becky.
Oh, that would be
That
the
would be
icing on the cake.
that would be too much. It's like,
Very,
okay,
That
God damn it.
All right. Brian may not be here. He's still nursing an injury. Brian, we wish you a safe and healthy recovery. But for right now, you are the next online to spin that wheel and pick a random name for the Women's Elimination Chamber. And his pick random is Tiffany Stratton.
Nice. Every time I see that wheel spin, why do I have this like big urge to just go win and spin,
Hmm.
win and
Spin
spin?
and spin.
Does anybody know what I'm referencing?
Of
I
all the
know the reference.
references that no, I honestly can't say I do.
I'll tell you after the show.
Fair enough. All I think is mega spin, mega spin. I know you know that reference. Look, just Google it, kids. Anyway, now it's my turn to spin the wheel. Now I need to
Get
get
Raquel.
something.
Get Raquel.
Shut
Just
up.
gonna...
Shut up. Shut your whore mouth.
Get Liv. Get Liv.
Sh-
Ooh,
Who am I getting? I didn't. Who is it going to?
I can't.
Live.
Oh, I got Liv Morgan. Okay.
Well, there you go. You
I
Oh,
still
finally
I
have
got.
no
called it. All right.
chance. I still have absolutely no chance when it comes to that. So there's 3 left, and Charlie is the next in line. So let's spin the wheel, see who he gets.
Give him Raquel.
Give him Raquel. Yeah.
Give him Baby's got back. Or sorry, Baby's got a sweet back.
Baby doesn't even have a sweet back. She's just, oh yeah, I've got back. Oh,
Oh
he
no, he's
got
got
Becky
Becky.
Lynch.
Son of a
He got
Son of a
bitch.
he
bitch.
got
I'm gonna
random
get
Becky
the rock.
Lynch.
Awesome. I'm gonna get a rock. Sweet.
All right. He got double Becky, but whatever. Now it's Jeremy's final pick between
Give me
either
Raquel, please.
Naomi and Raquel Rodriguez. Who are we getting?
Oh boy.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? It's getting to the edge. Where's it gonna be? It is going to Naomi.
Yep, I got a rock. Awesome.
Oh, nobody got Raquel. Everyone wins.
Damn.
Oh,
I actually feel I'm not a fan of Raquel Rodriguez, but for the amount of time we're dunking on her,
I like her.
I honestly feel kind of bad
I
almost.
don't. I'm having fun with it.
She seems like a very nice person, all things
She
considered.
probably,
So
she
just
most likely is, but it's just fun
Yeah.
to make fun of. It's just fun to make fun of her character. Because all it is, I got a back.
and I'm happy about it.
I'm waiting to be like, I'm gonna break your back, and she goes heel. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, right.
And then she just goes around doing a really bad Iron Sheik impression. I will break your back, make you humble
Terrible.
smile about it.
That's terrible.
Hey, a lot of things are terrible, but it's wrestling, baby. What you gonna do?
Exactly.
But elsewhere, that is not the last random pick we're going to get for the Women's Elimination Chamber match. We're also going to be taking numbers for who is going to come for the where the winner is going to come out in which order. So we're going to keep on going down the cycle. We're going to be cycling through. Brian's got the first pick for the random number pick. We're
He's
spinning the
probably gonna get number
wheel.
6.
Which one is Brian going to get? The winner he's going to get is hopefully coming out at number 1. The winner comes out at number 1. Brian gets an extra point.
Becky Lynch is number 1, and she Iron Woman's it.
Oh, for God's
Hey,
sake, I wouldn't put
wouldn't be
that
the
past
most
her.
unheard of thing. Anyway, it's my turn next. Give me something good, Wheel. Give me a good number. Give me a big number. Give me a healthy
5.
number. And I got number 5. I'll take it. Then again, all of these numbers aren't that far removed. So, hey, who knows what we're going to get. Next up, we've got Charlie's pickup next. We're spinning the wheel. We're making a deal. Where's it going to land for
Number
Charlie?
3.
Charlie gets number 3.
You have chosen Princess Fiona. If you like pina colada,
And
getting
caught
caught
in
in the
Caught
rain.
in the rain.
Next up is Jeremy. You got the wheel. Where's it gonna go?
4.
Spinning, spinning, spinning. No, you actually
Oh,
got number 6, Jay.
Best. The
that's
winner
a good
comes out
number.
last. Love it. Love
And
it.
last, but certainly not least, You've got Tarek's number. It's spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning. It's going to come down to right up to the wire. Now
2.
we've got number 2.
All right.
Coming to number 2. All right. Those are our picks for the women's elimination chamber. So now it's time to move on to the boys. We've got the men's elimination chamber, and the loadouts are we've got Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Bobby Lashley, LA Knight, yeah,
Yeah.
Kevin
Yeah.
Owens, and Logan Paul. Also, a very strong batch of competitors for the men's elimination chamber. But now is the big question, who are we picking? My pick up first. So I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre. As Jay's lovely shirt indicates, really, I think
Right.
the
Right
course
there.
is being the course is being charted as we speak. And I think that means ordinarily I would love to go with LA Knight for this kind of thing, but I think between Logan Paul and LA Knight both in this thing, they're going to sort of cancel each other out. Maybe one is going to screw over the other, and that will lead up to their feud at WrestleMania, which really means the biggest after them, the biggest contender by far would be Drew McIntyre, especially after all the good work he's been putting in lately.
My God.
Drew McIntyre is an easy pick by far. With that, Jay, it's your pick up next. Which way you going?
Like you said, it's going to be Drew McIntyre right there. If you had it my way, truthfully, it would be Randy Orton. Hands down, I would love to see Orton win the chamber and go to Mania, but what are you going to do? But still, I think Drew is like the strongest pick right now. He's the top heel on SmackDown. He's got one of the most funniest shirts I've seen in the last couple of years. And I just think he's doing the right thing. He's doing a great job, and he's the perfect person to beat Seth for the World Heavyweight title at Mania.
And Tarek, which pick is yours?
I'm also going with Drew McIntyre. Pretty much what everyone has said. He is one of the best characters in WWE right now. He's the best character on Raw right now.
Damn
Uh,
straight.
he is
Sorry, it
just
was
the top heel. Hmm?
I was
Yeah,
saying it was Raw, not SmackDown. I'm sorry, I said the wrong show.
he's the
Continue.
top heel of Raw, and I can't wait till he finally gets that moment to become a world heavyweight championship, to win a world heavyweight championship in front of a live WWE audience, in front of a WrestleMania audience that he should have had before the pandemic hit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
True
going to be
enough.
celebrating I'm just going to be losing my mind like a just big old fanboy.
Yep.
Oh, it's gonna be a ton of fun, and yeah, we've got a consensus here. Drew is gonna win this thing. But what we don't yet know is who is our random picks going to be for the men's Royal Rumble, men's elimination chamber. You know what I'm talking about. You know what's up. But elsewhere, yeah, does that mean I think what means we're at the top of the hours. Oh, top of the order rather. So Tarek, I believe it's your pickup first for the men's elimination chamber match. So let's see. We're gonna hit that button. We're gonna spin that wheel. Which one is going to come up for Tarek to deal with? We've got Randy Orton.
Okay. Oh
Okay.
well. As long as Charlie doesn't get Drew McIntyre, I'm
Oh, if
good.
he gets double Drew, I'm calling shenanigans on that wheel.
Hey, if he calls if he ends up getting double Drew on this one, then
Might
I would
might as
be I would be afraid for that title, sir.
yeah. Might as well just hand it to him.
Never make it that easy. He needs to be the one
Never.
who's vigilant. It's the
Yep.
danger is always there. But speaking of danger, next up we've got Brian's random pick.
Or he could just fall asleep before the show is over and I just hold it on to it another
Just
day.
just watch. That's gonna backfire one day. It's gonna be on Saturday. And not happening this time. Brian got
Oh,
Drew McIntyre. He got
Oh,
double
son of a
Drew.
damn.
yeah, there you go.
Thank goodness you're not defending the title, and thank goodness he doesn't have the beef case. With that, it's now my turn. I am spinning the wheel. Let's see. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Logan Paul.
Bobby Lashley.
Okay.
It's enough of a whammy.
Nah.
And what are you
Karrion
gonna do?
Karrion Cross will
Yeah.
show up from somewhere and get rid of him.
He'll erupt from the center of the ring and he'll be like, I'll drag you to hell somehow. I don't know.
Just give me LA Knight or Logan Paul. That's who I want.
Charlie, it's his pick up
Oh,
next.
it's his.
Charlie's spinning the wheel. His random pick is going to be Charlie got LA Knight. Yeah.
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 Knight. All right. It's on the
So
sheet.
who's left? KO and Logan Paul.
KO and Logan Paul. We're spinning the
I'm okay
wheel
with.
for
I'm
Jay.
okay with either.
Which way we
Charlie
going?
gets Logan Paul. Yep, Logan Paul.
Yep. Jeremy, you get Logan Paul.
I got plenty of Prime in my fridge, so I think I'm doing good. The ice
How,
pop is
what
so
flavor do you have?
Never fade
Ice
the
pop,
beast.
so good.
There
I
you go.
admit that's the only. I do like some of the flavors, but I just don't want to admit that because I don't want to give Logan Paul any more of my money or attention than I need to.
Oh,
But all that besides,
we get it
eh.
once a month, so it's not bad.
But now is the time for numbers. The numbers that are going to be picked for the order of the men's elimination chamber. If the person who comes out at the number we choose ends up winning, and we get an extra point. Brian, it's his first pickup or last pickup for the day.
5.
We've got which way is it going?
Got
It
2.
is not 5, but he got number 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
He got number 2. Yeah. I was gonna say he got number 2 again, but I was looking at the wrong column. I was looking at your column. Never mind. Now it's my final pick, my final spin. Which way are we going? We got numbers, and I got
6.
number 6. 5 for the women, 6 for the men's. Not bad at all.
Now just watch. I'm gonna get like, 2 for the women, 3 for the men.
It's Charlie's pick up next. For the women, he got number 3. For the
Holy
men,
shit,
he
we all
has number 4.
we all are gonna get just one up our numbers.
I get 5. There you
Well,
go.
Jeremy can't do it.
Well, technically, in Jeremy's case, he'll just move back to 1 if he gets them.
If he gets number 1, I'm going to laugh.
Nope, I'm
Is
gonna
it going
get
to
number
happen?
5.
No, number 5.
I'm down with that.
Holy shit, I could actually get number 3.
Oh God, this I gotta see.
All right, let's see if it happens. We're spinning the
Red,
wheel for
red,
Tarek.
red.
We're seeing which number he gets. Is he going to get number 3?
Oh, number 1.
Nope.
No,
He was
not
number
quite.
1.
It was his hat, Mr. Krabs.
In that case, I went down.
And with that, those are our picks locked in for the Royal. Why am I keep saying Royal Rumble?
I don't
It
know.
was that good.
It was that.
It was a good show. It really was. But yeah, that is our selection of picks, both random and chosen for the WWE Elimination Chamber in Perth, Australia. But now, with all that being said, now is the time in the show where we pitch it back over to you, our fellow fans. Who do you think is going to walk away with a win at the Elimination Chamber? Shut up, Tarek. I need to end this show before I say something stupid again. So we want to hear from you. YouTube comments, Facebook posts, Instagram, the Twitter machines. I don't care. Well, actually, I do care about the Twitter machines because we're on there and you can follow us. You can chat with us. You can reach out to us directly. Fool, where can he reach you?
You can reach me at the Avataric.
And Jay, where can he reach you?
You can reach me at Hero Huey 316.
And you can reach me at I'm Robbie Rage, reacting in real time or probably just reposting some ridiculous memes about something other than wrestling. I tweet about it all. You can find me at I'm Robbie Rage. And for
Are you
all of
actually
these,
going to wake up at 5 to watch the show?
I am probably going. I have been waking up every day this week at like 6 or 6:30. So
You'll miss
I'm
at
just
least
gonna
the
wake
first
up,
hour.
roll out to bed, and just like, hey, maybe it'll just be a pre-show anyway. So who cares?
Hmm.
But anyway, I'm definitely planning on grabbing some coffee and rolling out of bed, and just whatever I get, I get.
There you go.
Hey,
That's
it's the way I
that's the
go through life.
spirit.
It's the only way to go through life. And you know what? We're gonna probably end up watching it either way, because you know who we are. We are the Scholars of Wrestling, and you have just been schooled.
You're
You're welcome.
welcome.
You're
See
welcome.
you all at the Elimination Chamber.